Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on the Medical Office Assistant Program here at Career City College. So exciting to meet all of you. We know we have students from all across Canada, so good afternoon to some of you guys, and good evening to the other of you. Awesome. So I'm Paula, your host for today's session. So we're very excited to have you with us as we explore the rewarding field of medical office administration and the opportunities this program can offer you. Career City College is a leading online institution committed to providing practical career-focused education to students from all walks of life. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in today's healthcare industry. With a range of programs, experienced instructors, and flexible learning options, we aim to support our students' professional growth and personal development. So let me start off today to introduce our fantastic panelists who will guide you through today's presentation. First, we have the beautiful Jenny, our Senior Education Administrator, who will give you an overview of how our programs are structured and the support you'll receive as a student. Next, we have Becky, our Medical Office Assistant Instructor, who will provide you with an in-depth look at the program and what you can expect to learn. And finally, Lisa from our Financial Aid Office will cover all of the financial aid options and support available for you to succeed and take, a task that seems kind of daunting, not so daunting at all. So let's get started. Jenny, over to you.
Thank you, Paula. I'm very excited to talk about this program, the Medical Office Assistant Diploma. Before we get started, I'd like to respectfully acknowledge that our Kelowna campus is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Syilx Okanagan people. And as you can see, that's beautiful Kelowna in the background. Let's go in more about this program. The Medical Office Assistant Diploma is a program that I really love to see students be successful in. There's a lot of opportunities. I know that when students go into this program that they are going to get employed. I also feel really confident in a program. There's a lot of skills development. We also specifically train in areas in the industry that will provide you an advantage as well. We have an amazing MOE instructor, Becky Calcott, and her and I have worked on the program together with her over 30 years of experience in the industry and her passion for the subjects as well. We've carved out an amazing program. I'm going to hand it over to Becky to speak more about the program in depth and tell you about some of the career opportunities as well in the industry.
Hi, everyone. My name is Becky, and I have been working as a medical assistant for over 30 years. Kind of gives my age away, but I was a teenager so when I started working, and I loved it. It was a second income, and what I learned on it, I was always expanding. You're just learning so much more information, and it was the income is great, and the opportunity, the job opportunity now is very, very vast. It's a booming career for anybody that wants to. There is no depth of jobs out there for that. And our program, we have developed it, keeping that into mind, what you would need to have a foundation for a successful career. Now you're not just limited to working just in the medical doctor's office, like a GP's office. With this background, you can work at a hospital. It's called a ward clerk. You can be a transcriptionist. You can work at urgent primary care centers, at retirement homes, physiotherapists, chiropractor, optometrist. There is a wide variety of where you can take your skills to.
Excellent.
Lots of jobs out there, especially in all of Canada. The infrastructure for MSP has changed, and they want to have more doctors coming into and staying in our country. And with British Columbia, they've already started that, where more doctors are coming in because the wages for doctors have increased. And since they've increased for us, the doctors, and more doctors are coming in, more demand for the MOA than ever is available. Like, just a lot. Every day when I look on Indeed, I just see new opportunities, so many jobs, and the wages are just really, really good.
Yes,
Very nice.
I always think it's so smart to go into this program. There's an abundance of jobs and opportunities, and the wage is great too.
Mhm.
And you can also build your career and work, more and more in a higher level wage as well. So I know some contacts, associates that have been working in this industry as well for decades and have always been employed and have, had great opportunities and above average wage. So I
Mhm.
really love this program because I do feel confident students will get employed after. We're going to talk more about the program and the courses that we offer in the program. We have a foundational course list here with the keyboarding, word processing, spreadsheets, and email scheduling and calendars. Those courses are very foundational to give you skills in office admin. Maybe you already have some experience in these areas, but these courses can also challenge the level that you're at. So even though students will have experience possibly in Microsoft and in keyboarding, these courses provide an opportunity for you to continue to build your skill, and you can always learn something new. I especially love the spreadsheets course. It teaches you some spreadsheet magic. And having those types of skills, those technical skills, give you an advantage in the industry and help make your job easier. Putting those skills on your resume also make you a very attractive prospective employee as well. Some are more qualitative skills, but these are my favorite courses: business language and communication and business writing. In these courses, I do believe they really help refine the professional communication aspect, which is a very important part. Very important, just working in your mannerisms in the office and dealing with the clients and dealing with employees as well. And also teaching you how to not only have professional communications verbally, but professional communications in writing, documentation, and they teach you the formal formats for creating professional documentation. Um, I do love the business communication courses. I love when students take these courses because I really feel like it provides a lot of clarity, it provides a refinement to their communication, and it provides an advantage for them to know, proper ways of conducting in the office and professional ways of communicating, which can lead to more opportunities overall in your career. The next courses, Accounting Fundamentals Core and Accounting Fundamentals Advanced, are also great to provide some really skill-based knowledge in accounting. And Becky can speak more to this too, in being in an office setting, in a medical office setting, especially. You could be asked to do some bookkeeping as well. And so by having these skills and being able to present them to prospective employers, you have an advantage in the industry by potentially getting hired at certain offices that are also looking for employees that have skills in bookkeeping. So that is partly why we'd like to add the accounting core and advanced in. We're going to talk more about our medical office courses now. It was really fun developing these with Becky, and we sought out to choose the best resources available in the industry and also make these courses fun and interactive and use various mediums. So Becky, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Sure. And thank you, Jenny. So I just want to touch one thing that you said about accounting, which is like so true, because you can get hired as a senior MOA who's in charge of payroll. And, if you have this behind your in the background, it really helps that. So our course in the medical MOA consists of 4, which is medical terminology, medical office billing, medical transcription, and medical office and clinical procedures. Please do not be intimidated by medical terminology, because we have tried to, as Jenny said, we have a really good program. It is 11 weeks, and we go about the different parts of the body, but it's interactive. So you watch, you get to watch videos, and it's not like you have to have a science degree or something behind you to get, understand this. And we have some really fun assignments, so that you're learning at the same time. And you get to watch a show. That's one of our assignments. And the perspective, like when you get to that assignment, the way you watch the show and the way then you thought, oh my gosh, I'm watching it through a different perspective altogether than just watching a regular soap opera now.
So, Becky, what would you say some of the advantages are of really knowing the terminology, especially when working in the office?
So, like when you're getting tests back or you're sending a patient to there, the little bit of the language. And as you work more, this is a foundation. So, oh my gosh, I have to learn all this. No, this is a foundation, and it's good to have that underneath you, so that when you go and work in the office, you already have a step ahead. You know a little bit more, and these words are not so foreign to you. And the more you work in the office, the more experience you have, the more these words are like, oh wow, okay, I learned that. Oh yeah, I know how to, I remember that. And it's just, you just build on it in the
It
office.
helps you with billing as well, right?
100%.
Which
Yeah.
so we can talk more about billing.
Yes. So medical office billing, we have the actual billing system. That's what I love about this. You actually, it's not a book that you're learning from. It is, we're going to give you the tool, we're going to give you the signage, and you're going to be working for a doctor for 3 weeks, where you're learning electronic medical records, you're learning how to bill, you're learning how to add patients. And we use MedAccess, which is owned by TELUS, and TELUS Health is really taking over a lot. But that doesn't mean like, okay, why MedAccess and why not another? Because once you know one billing system and you've spent 2 or 3 weeks on it, it's very, very easy to teach yourself other billing systems. If you have to go to a doctor's office and they know, okay, we have MedAccess behind. Oh, okay, so she kind of, he or she, they know what they're talking about. So it'll be easier to teach them, or they'll pick another one up faster.
Yeah, and a lot of the assignments that are in this course
Yes.
are simulations of what the students will be doing in the office, correct?
100%. You get to, you'll be adding patients in, and you'll be billing, and it just teaches you how to use the MSP codes, everything like that. Medical transcription. So once again, we do have a book for this, but alongside with that, we have the actual transcription, where you get to utilize how to listen and type at the same time. And I've had a lot of students that were, oh my gosh, I won't be able to do this, and it's becoming overwhelming. But after like 3 or 4 days into it, they're like, wow, can we get more? I think I want to be a transcriptionist, right? Which you can be, with this course. You want to just be not just to be a transcription. You want to be a transcriptionist. You want to work at the hospital, and it's also a very high demand job.
Excellent.
And you do learn terminology with it. And because you have terminology behind, you've already taken it. Now, when you type, those words sound so much more familiar when you're typing them.
And also, you learn both in medical billing and transcription
Yes.
a lot about the abbreviations,
Yes.
right? That are used in the terminology there.
And then medical office is clinical procedures. So this, once again, is we do have a great program. We have a book with a textbook, an ebook, but also we have simulation. There's about 12 simulation assignments, where they're almost like, they are like little interactive games. So you read the chapter, you do the quiz, and then there is a little interactive game where you're entering, patients are coming up to you, patients are coming up to you, you're putting them into the rooms, you're taking their blood pressure. It's really fun. I've played those games like so many times.
So you're saying there's one activity that we do have regarding confidentiality,
Yes,
and students are really engaged in that activity. What do you
yes.
think also the importance of that activity is?
So, confidentiality is a big thing everywhere, but any place that you work for. But we're dealing with people's lives, and it doesn't matter if a mother and a daughter could be coming to the same office, but you cannot, tell anybody's information to anybody else. And that we do talk about that a lot. And then we have an assignment, which is called the Doctors in Law Project, what we call it. And every single time I read this assignment or I give this assignment, I learn something new all the time from it. And it's very, very interesting for the students to do as well. Because as they're researching, they're like learning so much while they're researching to do this assignment. So none of our assignments are boring or they don't seem like homework, I don't think.
Yeah, and Becky, you sound so passionate about the subject, and I really think that that passion went into the curriculum development as well. And it was really fun to develop
Hmm.
these courses with you. So as you can see, our program is has many different aspects to it that touch on a lot of important factors in the industry and help develop a lot of skills and knowledge in the medical office industry. So when students graduate, they're very equipped to be excellent employees in the medical office industry. We're going to actually ask you more now about what are some of your study goals? I'm going to launch a poll question for everyone. Um, what what aspect of the medical office assistant role interests you most? So I have so far all of the above. Oh, that's good. So going through some of the curriculum there has showed you it is very interesting. I find there's a lot of really great skills and a lot of knowledge that you can learn. I'm getting a lot of all of the above. Excellent. All right.
I was just going to say that, sometimes students are not sure they want to get into the medical field and they just don't know like how, like what they want to do. And this is like a great starting point. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, now I want to, further into this point or, take more into transcription, anything, it's like a foundation. It's really, really good.
Excellent. So when are you hoping to get started? We have some saying ASAP
Great.
and a lot of you are saying ASAP.
There are some good questions that are coming in, so I just wanted to know, maybe answer those first, and then I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
So
absolutely.
yeah, one of the questions is, I came from my degree from Cameroon. Can I use this for my admissions? Be a good question for you.
I'll hand this over to Jenny.
Yeah, so when you're applying through the admission process, we do have our admission requirements. Degrees from other countries are more than accepted. We also have an admissions test too and an English requirement. So that should be, something that you can talk more with a career advisor about when you're going through your admission process as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Lisa. Thank you for that, Jenny.
Welcome.
And wow, that was so insightful, Becky, Jenny. It's always so nice to hear it firsthand from, these lovely ladies that work firsthand with their students. And as you can see, that passion comes so through. And that is the same passion that our students will get from our instructors as well, with the commitment to ensure success. Now let's talk about how you can join our program and become part of Career City College, the community. The application process is actually quite straightforward. And, we're here to support you every step of the way. So let's go over the general admission requirements for our medical office assistant program. While we have standard criteria such as educational background and language proficiency, we believe that a one-on-one consultation with any of our career advisors, such as myself, is essential. this personalized session is your chance to get all your questions answered, explore how the program aligns with your career goals, your personal goals, because we know this is a personal decision, and receive tailored advice on the best path forward. So let's start off with prerequisites. So applicants must have completed grade 12 or equivalent or have mature student status, and that's just at least 19 years of age. Now, applicants also whose primary language is not English must achieve a minimum of 60% on the Career City College Language Assessment before enrolling to ensure your success. And then also, this is quite standard in the medical field, applicants must pass a criminal record check. Now, you can schedule this consultation at your convenience, at what works for you. And our team is here to support you every step of the way. And certainly, I'd be happy to hear your call. Now, you've heard about the program and what's required for you to apply, and all the insightful information that we heard from Becky and from Jenny as well. And now I'm sure you want to hear from Lisa, our financial advisor. But before I have Lisa come in, Jenny, do we have another poll question?
Yes, we do. So we have a question here. So, what factors are most important to you when choosing a medical office assistant program? We have flexible schedule and online learning, which is definitely something we offer. And support and guidance from instructors is also definitely something we offer as well with our one-on-one support from instructors. Excellent. Well, you've come to the right place then.
Absolutely. Especially with that flexibility. The one thing that I can say that I really appreciate about our programs is flexibility is so important. The greater student body that we work with are, their parents. They're single moms, single parents. They have full working schedules. They want to make this move forward, but they're just unsure if they're going to be able to, tackle everything together. And just to reassure you that that is the majority of our student body. And we have such flexibility in which you're able to, push forward with your goals while still, holding on to the schedules that you currently have, your commitments to your family, your commitments to work, while you get through a program that's, under a year.
There were a few questions. One was briefly answered. Claire had a question saying, I work full time. I have 2 young kids. Do you have students like me that are successful? And then there's another one from Eric. Do I need an extensive background in science to take this program?
So I can answer both of those, I believe. For the first one, the majority of our students, we have a large population of our students, a large demographic that are actually parents that have children and also work. And that's part of, why they've selected Career City College is, that it's online with flexible hours. We do guide you and we do ask you to try to create a study strategy. Having your time carved out and being strategic about your studies is a great way to be successful. So yes, it is definitely possible to be successful being a mother and being employed, or being a parent and being employed. It really comes down to the amount of effort and participation that you can put in. And we have seen many success stories. We have a very high graduation rate at 94%. And we really work with students to help them be successful and work with their schedules. And many students that come to our school have similar schedules. In terms of a science background, it would be helpful, but it's not necessary, because we really are teaching you the foundations of what you would need. Being a career college, all of our programs are approved by the Private Training Institute of British Columbia and are connected to the National Occupation Code. And so anything that we're teaching you, we're helping build and develop your skills to be able to go into that profession. And so with this program, we do have admission requirements for certain programs, but it is not required that you have a science background for this program.
And just before I start, there was a question from Sandy. I won't qualify for student loans. Do you have payment plans? Yes, we do. Career City College is very flexible with their payment plans. We can absolutely set a meeting together and go over those payment plans. But yeah, we're pretty flexible with our payment plans. We want to help the student get the most out of that and make it easier for them to pay for the program. So yeah, absolutely to that question. All right, so my name is Lisa. I am one of the financial aid officers at Career City College. I've been doing this for about 5 years now, helping students choose the best financial aid package to get them successful in their career path. We offer loans, grants, scholarships, depending on what province you're in. Keep using that Q&A box to ask some questions. We'll be happy to help you at the end of this presentation. Each student's financial situation is unique, and it's important that we discuss your eligibility requirements to help you decide the best financial choice for you. Each province has their own unique grants, loans, and scholarships that you might be eligible for depending on your financial needs and resources. My job is to assist you in making the best choice for you. The basic eligibility requirement for applying for student aid is to have a valid social insurance number. The financial team at Career City College schedules an appointment time to discuss your eligibility, how your funding amount is determined, and then a final appointment to help guide you in completing your student aid application. So we're there every step of the way to answer your questions, put you at ease, so you'll be successful in your program. So that's the finance part. We're here to help you. We want you to be successful in your program.
Excellent. Let's launch another poll question here. Right. So what is your primary goal for enrolling in a medical office assistant program? Starting a new career in healthcare admin, advancing your current position in medical office, gaining specialized skills to improve job prospects, or transitioning from another field into healthcare. So these are always good as well to let your career advisor know what your goal is, and also let us know as well when you are a student. We do have something that we love our students to fill out at the beginning, and it's called your vision, mission, goals. And that allows us to get to know what your goals are so that we can try to customize to help you achieve those goals. If we know that you're, some of our other programs, for example, we have many students that are looking to start a business. And if we know some of these things about what you are interested in doing and what your goals are, we can help tailor your resume. We can make recommendations for more specialized training or resources that we may have as well. So we have a variety of students, a variety of different selections here. There you go. Thank you for answering. Are there any more questions?
Yes, there's quite a few coming in, so it's great. Is there any prerequisite for admission? We've already touched that. Is this program helpful to get a job in the hospital?
Yes, most definitely. When you go to the hospital and any of like the emergency, those admissions, whatever, those are all MOAs that have taken, they call them unit clerks at the hospital, but it's you don't need to take a special course to any unit clerk. The medical office assistant course will cover that and you can get in. And even nowadays there's urgent primary care centers that are out there, and they're like mini emergencies. Same thing, medical office assistant, that's the one that you need.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear, talking with you more, Becky, about the versatility and job opportunities having this training,
and years later you could become a teacher, instructor.
There you go. I know.
Right?
You worked in a specialized clinic as well, so sometimes
Yes.
you can also
Mhm.
work in more specialized clinics in certain areas, and
For sure.
those types of opportunities can have higher salaries too, right?
Yes, specialist office, most definitely. Yeah.
Excellent. Any more questions coming through?
Yes. Yep. A couple more questions. I'm new to Canada. Do I qualify for loans? Yes. You may qualify for loans. Definitely want to schedule an appointment. We can discuss that over a Zoom meeting. We could set up a phone call to go over those questions, make sure you're eligible for qualifying for a loan. Yeah, we can definitely do that. to see how much will happen for you. And then another question is, how long is a whole process before I start?
Well, I can answer that.
Mhm.
So it's pretty simple. When you reach out to me, the first thing I'll do is, first of all, congratulate you for taking the step for reaching out. I know that that first step can be scary. It's something that you may have thought about and you just weren't sure of when you were able to take it. When we connect, we're going to get to know a little bit about you, who you are, what brought you over to us, and what are some of those goals. And once we discuss the goals, we discuss what, Career City College can offer you, and just how flexible it is to adapt to any schedule, really. Then we discuss the admission process, what we require from you in terms of criteria that we discussed earlier. And then honestly, the ball is in your court. As soon as I get your documents that we need from you, then we connect you to Lisa to deal with, that question about finance. As I mentioned earlier, for some students, that's a scary question, right? And Lisa is great along with the rest of our finance team to make sure that something that seems so scary and daunting be not daunting at all. Once we have that on the go, we reserve your seat, we tackle your finance side of things, and then we're just waiting to have you start on the first class that you would be interested to onboard that that aligns with your family's needs with your needs perfectly. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. And then also just to add on the finance part, we do have that initial meeting just to go over the eligibility requirements to see if you want to do student aid or if you want to do a payment plan, because there are different options. And we would go over those to see what you're most interested in, what works best for you. And then after we do that appointment, if you decide on student aid, we'll schedule an appointment. We typically do these meetings on Zoom. You don't have to be on camera, so you can be shy. It's okay. It's just to share your screen to make sure everything is checked off correctly. That appointment time usually takes about half an hour to complete. It's important to do the student aid application as soon as possible. It takes about 2 weeks for you to be finally fully approved and know exactly how much funding you're approved for. It's going to show you the breakdown of how much grants and how much loans you're going to receive. And then that way, if you decide, you know what, you go, Lisa, I don't really want to do student aid application. We can close your application and then we can discuss other funding options, but at least you'll know exactly how much student aid you're eligible for, and it helps you make that best decision for you. So right away, you want to do that finance first appointment and then do that student aid application just to see what your options are and then go from there.
Hey, I have some questions coming through here. Someone's asking about they have previous experience in another country and they'd like to pursue their career in Canada. They've been in Canada for 2 years and I have PR as well. Most definitely, by taking this program, you're definitely going to add to your experience and having a completed diploma program as well. Um, in medical office, you would have a lot of opportunities for jobs. So I hope that helps answer it. But if you did have more questions, you could also reach out to Paula and she can also go through talking more about some career opportunities with you. Another question I had that is connected to academics, I would say, if I'm falling behind, what help is available? Well, we do have a student success coordinator that we have many resources available for students that are falling behind and that are struggling. They can have a one-on-one meeting with our student success coordinator. Beyond that as well, we also have excellent support initially from our instructors to help keep you on schedule. Some other things that you possibly could do is help look at your schedule, look at how you can maybe revamp your schedule or organize your schedule better to help you get back on track. So we're always looking to support you to help you get back on track. And our student success coordinator does a great job of that. I would say that we've answered a lot of the questions in the Q&A. It was excellent getting a chance to talk more about the program today and have you learn more about it. Paula, is there anything you wanted to say to finalize our webinar for today?
Absolutely. I look forward to connecting with each one of you. Myself or another of our career advisors are ready and are excited to connect with you and assist you, whether it be this program or perhaps in the discovery of, chatting with you and connecting with you and learning a little bit about you. There are other wonderful programs that Career City College can also offer you. So I guess unless anybody else has anything that they'd like to share, that wraps up our webinar for today. Jenny, Lisa, Becky, is there anything else that you would like to add to this?
Just one question directly for Michelle. I know she asked a question about student aid. What I would do is after this meeting, you'll get a link. Contact us directly and we'll be able to help you with that specific question that you have. Okay?
I just
Awesome.
wanted to say, Lisa, you just make it so easy for the students. Where were you when my children needed
Absolutely.
student aid? Like,
Thank you.
I feel like half of that, the anxiety and everything, is always about that financial, and it seems like you're like, thank you. That's
Well,
all I can say.
you're welcome. We are a team, so we are a team to help all of our students, potential students as well.
Absolutely, Becky. I
Yep.
agree with you. I say that to the students I interact with all the time. That question is always the scary question, and I let them know and I reassure them, trust me, you're in great hands. Our financial advisors or officers, I should say, are amazing at making something that seems so like, not
know.
so that much.
Great.
Jenny, did you want to say anything else before I wrap up?
I look forward to getting some more students trained up so that they can get into the workforce and they can be employed and reach their goal. So we look forward to having you as students.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your schedules to hearing us out, to reaching out to Career City College and considering us for this next chapter of your life. We hope that you found the information helpful and that you're excited about the possibilities our medical office assistant program can offer you. The next steps are very simple. Contact me or your career advisor, book a consultation, and then meet with a financial aid officer like Lisa. But please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions, reach out to us. And, we look forward to seeing you at Career City College and helping you launch your career in medical office administration. And we'll be there rooting for you on your graduation day. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.